Hello, Cedar Crest College. You are now listening to the X Chromozone Show with Cindy Rodriguez, women's radio for a women's college. And now for the weekly disclaimers. You are listening to Cindy Rodriguez here at Cedar Crest College Radio, Cedar Crest College's campus radio station. Any opinions expressed on this show reflect those of the DJ and are not necessarily those of the station. Okay, and now for my own personal weekly disclaimers. This program may contain adult language and content. You have been forewarned. And also, it may go a tad bit over time, especially since I had those gosh darn technical difficulties. But sorry about the delay, but here we are. Another show. Okay. So, also I want to put out there, please, any questions, comments, suggestions, and if you just want to send some love to your favorite talk show host, please email me at crodrigue@cedarcrest.edu. Again, that is crodrig@cedarcrest.edu. I am open to suggestions for future episodes. I've got nothing but great feedback and input about this show and a lot of great suggestions from ladies on campus, on and off campus. So keep it coming, ladies. Keep it coming. I am listening. Okay. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving and stuffed yourselves like little turkeys and took a lot of tryptophan naps and had carb coma. Now we're back. What I want to do is give a little shout out. Got a little bit of a list here. I have some faithful listeners now every week that I really appreciate. Here we go. Alexandra, Alicia, Pauline from Jersey, Miriam, Florida, Shelly H., David, Tom from New York City, Missy, Jacinda, Lucy Victory, Jen in Kansas, Dina, Aldine, Sarah, and a special shout out to some ladies on campus, Jessica, Salika, and Erin. And also a very, very special shout out to my personal favorite X Chromosome household, the Z House, the Zanelli House. What's up? The Zanelli household, Amy, Angela, Izzy, Maya, and Lorelei, especially the last three. My welcome aboard to the X Chromosome crew, my littlest X Chromosome crew peoples. I hope you all grow up to be as fabulous as your moms. Keep being awesome. All right. And now, no news or reviews this week, but I do have a few announcements. For those of you aware of the Pitch Open Mic going on tomorrow at 9:30, sorry, I totally forgot where that was, but I'm sure it's in the campus feed somewhere. Tomorrow at 9:30, I'm going to be reciting a poem or two from an upcoming book that I've been working on like forever now called Rants from Another Angry Lesbian. I'm going to be reciting a couple poems from that. And also this coming Thursday, the biennial drag/talent show, 9:30 p.m. It's really like 9:45 technically, but knowing gay time, I tell everybody 9:30 because everybody's probably going to be late anyway. So 9:30 at the Alumni Hall Auditorium. So if you want to check that out, come join us Thursday night. It's a party. All right. So after this episode, peoples, there's only 3 episodes left for this season 1 of the X Chromosome radio show. So you do not want to miss that. I have a great lineup. Unfortunately, no guests. These are the guests I have today are the last guests of the year for the season. So the next few episodes, last one for this year. This coming Sunday, I'm going to be hitting some tough topics, but I think they are very much needed to be talked about and discussed. This coming Sunday, the 2nd, I'm going to be talking about self-mutilation/self-harm. Sorry, no pun intended, but self-mutilation. And the following week, eating disorders. We're going to talk about that. And the following week, on the 16th of December, my first of LGBT series coming out. That's right. And also, last announcement, next month, that means this coming Sunday, well, I'm going to attempt it anyway. We'll see how this goes. But I'm going to start taking calls. That's right. I'm going to start taking calls for the show for anyone. It can be anonymous. You can call up, but be aware I will be screening phone calls because I don't want any creepers or punks calling me over here at that time. So I'm just putting that out there. So coming this Sunday, the 2nd, I will be taking calls. So that's it about that. Tonight's episode, everybody, is going to be on women and body image, which is, of course, most of you are aware of what that is. That is a person's perception of the aesthetics and sexual attractiveness of their own body. It involves how a person sees themselves according to the standards that have been set by society. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, ladies, and how it pertains to women. I have two special guests tonight. Very excited to have my first student guests here, right from here, our own Cedar Crest College guests, two lovely ladies with me at the station. So we're going to be discussing that. In case you all didn't know, statistics show that only 1 in 5 women are satisfied with their body image. Now, people, this is sad, and we need to talk about that. Okay? A healthy body image means you feel comfortable in your own body and you feel good about the way you look. And now, I just want to point out, this is not to get it confused with having a perfect body. That is not what we're talking about, which does not exist anyway, so let's not fool ourselves. That is not what this means. This ain't no Jenny Craig infomercial we're doing tonight, ladies. It's about the real deal, real talk. It's about loving yourself for just the way you are. You're all beautiful, ladies, and don't let anybody else tell you different, damn it. Now, most importantly, you have to love yourself for the way you are. So let's do that. And we're going to go on to the next song, and then I'll bring out my first lovely guest for the evening. But for the meantime, let's hear a message from Courtney Love.
Oh, make me over. I'm all I wanna be. A walking study in demonology. Hey, so glad you can make it. Yeah, now you really made it. Hey, so glad you can make it now. Oh, look at my
All right. That was Courtney Love. Yes. None other than the queen of grunge from the band Hole, the controversial Courtney Love, also known as Kurt Cobain's widow, American singer, songwriter, actress, and visual artist, which I did not know about that she was a visual artist. She was big in the 90s punk and grunge scene, born to counterculture parents in San Francisco and raised in Portland, Oregon. This explains a lot. and she was active, very active in local punk scene. Their 1991, I believe, was their debut album, Whole. So yeah, in spite of what you may think of her, she is pretty badass, and so is her music. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce my first lovely guest from right here, one of our own Wonder Women here from Cedar Crest College. I'd like to introduce, well, first, I want to say she is a double major in political science and global studies. This girl is not playing around. She's a sophomore, and she is, if I'm correct, vice president of the class of 2021. I'd like to welcome my first guest, Asia Charles. Hello, Asia. How you doing? Welcome to the X Chromosome radio show, to the X Chromosome crew. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, thanks for coming out tonight. And let me tell you guys, I have to say, I really admire, I put out this, kind of like when people put out a call to artists, I put a call out in the campus feed about somebody that was interested in being on the show to talk about her experiences with fat shaming, body shaming, and all that. So I really commend you for that. And I was going to ask you that later, but I think I'll ask you that first, and we'll get to the experiences after the next song. But just like you told me before, like I knew you were moved enough to step up and be like, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. What moved you to be on the show tonight and talk about your experiences, Asia?
From what my friend, like my personal friend groups that I have, they don't seem comfortable, like, acknowledging anything that's happened in their life if it's not with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine it's the same for a lot of people, especially knowing my generation, we're kind of, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I see that we're kind of like off-putting unless it's on the internet. So I would hope to probably, I don't know, kind of be the one to stand out, and hopefully everybody else will not follow, but be their own leader and decide to do something.
Okay. Thank you, Asia. Just hold on a second, guys.
I'm gonna restart
It was working before.
It was, and then
What happened?
for some reason.
It's on. It says it's on the air.
No, this is the this is the radio. That's what that is. Right now it's streaming. It needs to be on the air, but for some reason the SAM broadcast cloud is on the air instead.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, just 1 second. Okay, just mic check, testing. Can y'all hear me out there? I just want to make sure. Hold on, because we were having some problems. Mic check, testing.
It says it failed.
It should be okay. That said that before. Okay, X chromosome. Mic check. Can you hear me?
It's last week all over again.
Yeah. Hold on. Hello. Anybody? Mic check. Anybody from X chromosome crew? Can you hear me out there? All right. Hold on. Okay, no, they're hearing. They can hear it. They're saying it's an awesome show. All right, I'm going to assume that everybody can hear it because everybody is still... Yeah, it should be okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So, okay, sorry about the delay. We're going to continue. But thank you for that, Asia. We're going to get back to that because we are going to talk about some of your experiences, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, all right, but before we do that, I found this fantastic poem online, and I just had to play it for you guys. I thought it was very very powerful. I mean, so I needed to share this with the crowd. So hopefully you all can hear this, and we're not having any more technical difficulties for tonight. All right, so here we go. This is, well, I'll tell you who it is after, but just a very powerful poem from a poetry slam for women. So here we go, and after that, you'll hear a song, and then we'll get back to Asia. So here we go.
That bastard broke up with me because he said I was too fat. Hey, yo, fat girl, come here. Are you ticklish? Boy, I loves a big woman, more cushion for the pushing. Big baby, don't be ashamed. You can have another plate. Somewhere underneath all that flesh lies a pretty face. No disrespect, but you would look like a lot better if you lost weight. Her best friend be Little Debbie. Her pillows are drenched in monsoon tears. Suicide is the new normal. She hate reality, so she lives in her dreams. No need for confidence. You were made for low self-esteem. Losing weight is not a curse word, but a death sentence. Fatty can hardly fit belts around her waist, so she uses them for a noose around her neck. Her friends talk behind her back. If that chick get a man, he'll be David Blaine Magic. Up top shaped like SpongeBob, and the bottom looks like Patrick. She can't get a break unless it's a Kit Kat. She don't want one, she want two. She the new trend cause Drake said he like BBWs. No matter how much makeup you put on, you can't cover, girl, your plus size insecurities. Sorry, fatty, there's no such thing as big boned. BWA, big girl with an attitude, comes across mean and rude, but that's only to guard her heart. Wishes she could get drunk off cocoa butter so the fumes will bleed through her skin to get rid of stretch marks. She be the butt of every joke. Literally, the elephant in the room, X marks the spot. She wear bulletproof skin to protect her from all the shots. Chubby girl, eat dessert first and eat dessert last. Eat in this order. She be fighting bulimia, eating disorder. Dish out your brutal judgments, you new age Pharisees. She don't fit in the crowd like a comma, but an outsider like parentheses. I'm already African American. How much black do I need to look slim? Mama afraid her mini-me would be larger than life, so she make her play basketball. Scared she would fail. Too late, she already scoring triple doubles. Black, overweight, and female. Force feed fat girl to your fortifying yet fiendishly fetishes. But that's our little secret and never in sight. Always wanna love you after dark and declines you in sunlight, cause he don't wanna be seen with a big girl. Yeah, he craving to know your original recipe for them hot and spicy thighs and want to put his hot sauce on your biscuits. But nah, honey, like fast food, I don't digest easily. Don't diss me, but I'll be the beauty and the beast. I know I'm no Disney princess, but Queen Ursula, royalty, a self-made boss, a threat to you weak-minded mermaids who are too afraid of my tidal wave. Big mama don't need no sloppy joes, but I'll wait on my Burger King to place me in my White Castle. Sweetie, make way for me in my hips. Baby, I'm an aphrodisiac. A man can't live off of bread and appetizers alone, but maybe a buffet that replenishes. Keep thinking you want that small flat screen instead of them 62 inches. Listen, it's okay, fat girl. Take your powerful walking strides and take on whatever life permits. Let them know Miss Piggy ain't never had no problem pulling Kermit, so when they call you fat girl, you say and?
Don't look at me.
All right. That was Cristina Aguilera with Beautiful, beautiful song. Just a fun fact on a personal note. This song was sung at a group show that I curated some years back called Lavender Tears, and it was an art exhibit, and it was a whole big art performance event back in the day at Wildflower Cafe in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, that had to do with, there was a whole string of suicides, teen gay suicides that were going on, and I was very moved by everything that was going on and put this show together to bring awareness about that. And there was one of the, I believe, 5 or 6 acts that we had that night was one, I think she was like 15, if that, that sang this song, and it was extremely moving. There was not a dry eye in the house. She had gone through her share of bullying and all that, and she volunteered to be a part of the show. She was my youngest performer. I will never forget it. It was very powerful. She sang this song, and this song, she says, is about embracing your inner beauty and empowerment. Now, this song was actually written by Linda Perry, if you guys know that or are familiar with that name, from Four Non-Blondes, who wrote the song What's Up, which the words What's Up doesn't even show up once in the entire song. That whole one, What's Going On, that song, I don't remember. That one, that song, that lady who sings that, she wrote the song for Christina. She actually won a Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance for the song back in 2004. So there you go. That's beautiful. And before that, that powerful, amazing poem, that was a Women of the World Poetry Slam in 2016. Riona Nicole with the poem Fat Girl. That was, I thought, was pretty amazing. And now, getting back to our discussion this evening with Asia. All right. Now, what I want to know, what inquiring minds want to know, Asia, tell us with whatever you feel comfortable with. Share with us an experience or experiences that stand out in your mind that you've had with that type of bullying, fat shaming, body shaming. Tell us about that and what you did to deal with that.
Okay, for starters, I'm going to start with more of what people are normally familiar with, hearing it from peers, and like being in school. I was never really bullied up until I came to Pennsylvania, so second grade.
Where are you originally from again?
Staten Island, New York.
Okay, New York.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it started like I would, mind my business, go to school, try and make friends, and it was hard because, one, I was the new girl, and two, I was dark and bigger than a lot of people, even though, like, my school was predominantly black, but it came from, like, how people say today, it be your own, and it was, like, painful because it's, like, I've never been through something like that before, so, and I also already had, like, personal anger issues and all of that prior, so, I would try and mind my business, and it just hurt so bad, so holding things in never gets you anywhere, and I witnessed that firsthand when I finally blew up on everybody, and the favorite thing people would call me would be, like, Magilla Gorilla, which was my favorite show up until that point, so it was, like,
actually,
really
it was one of my
painful.
favorite, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not in that context, of course,
definitely
but
not, no.
Wow, that is rude.
Yeah, and I went to counseling, and it helped to, like, when that explosion actually helped, honestly. Like, people were then, for some reason, afraid of me because I finally spoke my mind, but I don't know. And then the other experience would be family. Like, even though my family was fat, for lack of a better wording, they would always, like, make fun of me because of, like, my age and, like, how big I was. I personally don't think I was huge kid, and neither did my mom. But it was like, I guess it's normal. Just sad to say, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, I've had my experiences with fat shaming and body shaming myself. I always say I'm not exactly cosmopolitan or anything, you know. I mean, my weight has fluctuated over the years, but for the most part, I've always been overweight. So I can totally relate to that. I've heard like my share of comments from peers, and even when they don't like mean to be mean, sometimes they just don't realize that they are being mean.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, it could be a joke. You know, but then you hear it over and over and over, and that joke gets old after a while.
Yeah.
You know, so, and it can go from one extreme to another. We'll get to that part for the second half of the show, but it is tough. It is tough, and it's especially tough to hear comments and things like that from loved ones, because they're the ones that you expect the most support from. You know, they're supposed to be your safe zone, you know, where you feel comfortable to be yourself, and you don't want to hear that from family, you know. And sometimes, and you know that they love you and everything else, and they don't mean anything evil by it, but it does hurt. It does hurt, you know, when they make comments like that about. And women go through that a lot. Women are very sensitive about their looks, and people don't realize sometimes that it is worse when it comes from family, close friends, a partner. I mean, that's the worst. That's the worst, because when it comes from a stranger or somebody like that, for the most part, you can like brush them like, yeah, screw them, you know, you don't know, you know, whatever. But when it's somebody close to you that you love, you know, those are the things that stick to you. That's what keeps you up at night. That's what you think about. That lingers in your head, you know, like if you've experienced that, I'm sure. But thank you for sharing that with us. I appreciate it. Anything else that comes up that you can think of, you know, feel free to share that with us, and we'll discuss this further. But next, we're going to, I got a little song for you guys next with going with the theme. This is Colby, I think it's Calais. I don't know. I tried to look it up online, and I got like 5 different things, including, again, a robotic pronunciation of that, which I don't even know why they bother with that. But here it is. You guys are, I'm sure, familiar with this song.
Put your makeup on, get your nails done, curl your hair, run the extra mile, keep it slim so they like you. Do they like you? Get your sexy on, don't be shy, girl, take it off. This is what you want to belong, so they like you. Do you like you? You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to give it all away. You just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You don't have to try. 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 Shopping on at the mall, max your credit cards. You don't have to choose, buy it all, so they like you. Do they like you? Wait a second, why should you care what they think of you when you're all alone by yourself? Do you like you? Do you like you? You don't have to try so hard. Change a single thing. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to You don't have to try. 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 You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to give it all away. You just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You don't have to try. 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 Take your makeup off, let your hair down, take a breath, look into the mirror at yourself. Don't you like you? 'Cause I like you.
That was Colby Calais or Kalat or Kalat, whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about. American singer and songwriter from Malibu, California. She first became a celebrity on, you ready for this? MySpace back in the day. Does anybody remember that? MySpace. Okay. And she came out 2007 with Bubbly and Realize. Everybody remembers those songs. And a duet with Jason Mraz, Lucky. 2010, she was nominated for a Grammy, Best Pop Vocal Album. Also, fun fact, she has done background vocals and writing for Taylor Swift. Whoa. Yeah. So she wrote this song. It was actually written by her, Jason Reeves, and one of my personal favorite musicians of all time, Babyface, and produced by Babyface. This is about her feeling pressured to be someone she was not, both musically and image-wise. Deep. All right. So that was Colby. All right. And next up, we have Asia. And we are going to see if she has any closing statements for us tonight and all the ladies out there, and also any words of wisdom for any other ladies there on and off campus that are struggling with this same issue. What do you got, Asia?
Well, first, the slam poetry part was very spot on personally for me. I've never had like an experience of being broken up with, but it definitely like hits home, I know personally. But yeah, for all you ladies out there, I hope the world gets over their shallow sadness.
There you go.
But
Preach.
whether it will change in the near future or 100+ years from now, I want you guys to know that you're never alone. I know everybody always hears that, but honestly, like, nobody should be that influential on you for you to feel bad about yourself.
Yes.
The only person who can do that is you, even though it's going to be repetitive and it's going to keep going, and it's probably not even going to stop even after you lose how much ever weight you feel you need to lose. They're still going to find something to come for you for. That's just their personal vendetta.
Truth.
But yeah, keep slaying, and
Yes.
if they have a problem with it, I always say keep eating and smother them. Like, honestly, it doesn't matter.
For real, slay, Asia, slay. Now, also, I want to see if you have any shameless plugs, anything coming up. That I know all Cedar Crest girls are involved in something on this campus. So if you want to do that, please feel free.
Yeah, of course. So since I am vice president of the 2021 class, we are having a couple fundraisers. So December 3rd, I believe that's a Tuesday. I could be incorrect. We are starting gift wrapping. It's going to be $1 So if you have like anything boxed up, anything that you bought for loved one, cousin, brother, whatever, it's going to be $1 if it's already boxed, $2 wrapped with a box if you don't have a box. That will be going the 3rd again, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Canova Commons. Tuesday the 4th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then Thursday the 6th, again, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then the 7th will be the last drop-off day. And then we're going to have a pickup day for you guys. It's going to be December 10th. And then we're also planning on having T-shirt sales. That's going to be $15 per shirt. It's going to be our class year, of course.
Okay.
And you can most likely have your name on the bottom if you would like. Any more details with that, you guys can contact me for anything from body shaming, anything,
Yes.
actually. It doesn't even matter. If you just want to talk to me and become my friend, I'm open to it.
There you go.
My name is Asia Charles, A-S-I-A, last name C-H-A-R-L-E-S, and my email address will be agcharle at cedarcrest.edu. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Asia. That's excellent. Yeah. Anybody, she's open to being contacted regarding this subject. And it would be great to have women get together on campus.
Yes, I completely agree.
Yes, on and off campus to talk about this. Very important. Thank you very much, Asia.
Yep.
It was great to have you on here. Thanks again for coming up to the show.
Great being here.
Thanks. And next, after the song, I will bring on the next guest. Okay. And this one, I think we can all use a little TLC.
Wish I could tie you up in my shoes, make you feel unpretty too. I was told I was beautiful, but what does that mean to you? Look into the mirror, who's inside there? The one with the long hair. Same old me again today. My outside's look cool, my inside's so blue. Every time I think I'm through, it's because of you. I try different ways, but it's all the same. At the end of the day, I have myself to blame. I'm just tripping. You can buy your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if you said so. You can buy all the makeup the man can make. But if you can't look inside you, find out who am I to be in the position to make me feel so damn unpretty. I make you feel unpretty too. Never insecure until I met you. Now I'm in stupid. I used to be so cute to me, just a little bit skinny. Why do I look to all these things to keep you happy? Maybe get rid of you and then I'll get back to me. My outside's the blue. Every time I think I'm through, it's because of you. I try different ways, but it's all the same. At the end of the day, I have myself to blame. Leave I'm tripping. You can buy your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if you said so. You can buy all the makeup the man can make. But if you can't look inside you, find out who am I to be in the position to make me feel so damn unpretty. You can buy your hair if it won't grow, and you can fix your nose if it says so. You can buy all the makeup the man can make. But if you can't look inside you, find out who feeling pretty.
All right, that was TLC with Unpretty. I have discussed them before in a prior episode. In 1999, the song came out. TLC tackled the topic of women's self-worth with this song, Unpretty, a commentary on how women are expected to transform themselves to meet the unrealistic beauty standards. Preach! So, yep, that was TLC. All right, next up, my next lovely guest for tonight, we're going to go to the opposite side of the spectrum, people. And can I tell you, just be totally honest, because it's like real talk on X Chromosome radio show. When I first came up with this idea to create this episode on body shaming, body image, I was really only thinking about fat shaming, mainly because that's what I dealt with. I don't know how it feels to be on the other side of the fence. And when I was doing some research on this particular topic, some stories came up about skinny shaming. And I was like, what? That's like a thing? What? So I thought, you know what? It's only fair for me to present both sides of the coin, because it is a thing, it is an issue, and a lot of women do deal with this. So to talk about that, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my next guest. She is, like me, a junior here at Cedar Crest College, her first semester, and she's an art therapy major, a motivational speaker, an abstract artist extraordinaire, and sole proprietor of Imperfection is Beautiful. Please help me welcome the lovely Miss Lisa Macdonald. Lisa, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for coming to the show. Welcome to the X Chromosome and the X Chromosome crew.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Hey. So let's talk. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this skinny shaming thing, girl. First, now, when I decided to include this with this topic tonight, I have to admit, you are the first person I thought of because I know you've been through it. Number one, and second, because you have made great strides creatively in tackling this topic, so I thought you'd be perfect. So, but what made you say yes?
What made me say yes to this, because I believe that we need to spread more awareness about body image.
Mm-hmm.
I know that fat shaming is such a huge thing, and like gaining weight is a huge thing, but losing weight. I'm sorry. Gaining weight's my issue.
Yeah.
But it's just, I find it very difficult to see other women who have an issue like I do. So I'm like, I hear a lot of people who are dealing with gaining weight and trying to lose weight and I'm like, ooh, I'm the one skinny, and I get made fun of a lot because I'm skinny. So I just want to like kind of get out of there and just like, spread awareness about being skinny.
Sure. No, and that needs to be said. It needs to be done.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to that about your experiences and everything.
Mm-hmm.
After this next song, Well, actually, I'm going to play this song after. I thought I'd get a poem, just to be fair, on each subject. So first we heard about fat shaming. Now, this one is called How to Survive as a Skinny Girl by a poet named, that I found online, also awesome, Erin Anastasia.
How to survive as a skinny girl. Step 1. When you're young, it's hard. Bring in snacks every class. Tell them it's part of your Get Normal program. Tell them this while your mouth is full of crumb cake. They'll laugh, you'll laugh. This is good. Eat more crumb cake. In fact, eat as much as you can. Go back for seconds. Go back for thirds. And no matter what, always say yes to dessert. Make sure people see you do this. Raina told everyone on her bus that you were anorexic because you didn't eat a big enough lunch, so tomorrow, bring a bigger lunch. Eat until you want to vomit, but don't actually vomit. You don't want more rumors. Step 2, laugh a lot. Taylor said that you looked like a Holocaust survivor. Carrie thought it was hilarious. Join in on the fun. Laugh harder than they do. Make up your own material. Let everyone know that your body is a joke. Then flimsy like a stupid punchline. Make them laugh until they change your epithet from Erin the skinny girl to Erin the funny girl. Step 3. Continue these habits into adulthood. Be polite. Be so tongue-bitingly polite. Swallow snide remarks like the unhealthy foods you didn't want to eat. You're not allowed to be offended. You're so lucky to be skinny. Just smile and keep quiet. Because that line between skinny girl and skinny bitch is mighty thin. And how easy it is for others to turn you into enemy, to look at your 95-pound yet very real body and see it as an unrealistic expectation. They'll think that you'll probably benefit from a stab or two at your self-confidence. Yeah, poke fingers in places you didn't know were still open wounds. Make you bleed like the rest of us. I am the rest of us. I am 22 years old and still bleeding over shit that was whispered in the hallways of my middle school. 4. Disregard steps 1 through 3. Skinny girl, you don't need to prove yourself healthy. You know that you are healthy. It's these ignorant assholes that keep making you sick. So school them. School the 6-year-old lady in the elevator who compares you to the railing. School your friend's mom when she tries to fatten you up with more pasta. School your own mom when she tries to take you to the doctor. We're taking everyone back to middle school. We're teaching them how to be compassionate human beings because damn right you are a skinny girl. But skinny may be temporary and girl can be wavering too. So wear a new label of human and demand the respect that is owed to you.
Yeah. When I get chills at night, I feel it deep inside. Without you, yeah. Know how to satisfy, keeping the tempo right. Without you, yeah. Pictures in my mind on replay. I'm gonna touch the pain away. I know how to scream my own name, scream my name. I love me, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Hey, gonna love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Can't love myself, no I don't need anybody else. And if I do, you. Feeling good on my own without you. Yeah. Got me speaking in tongues. The beautifully comes without you. Yeah. I'm gonna put my body first and love me so hard till it hurts. I know how to scream out the words, scream the words. I love me, I love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Hey, I love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Can't love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Anytime, day or night. I love me, I love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Hey, I love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Can't love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Anytime that I yeah, I know how to scream my own name, scream my name. Ooh, I love me, I love myself, no I don't need anybody else. I love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Can't love myself, no I don't need anybody else. Anytime, day or night. I love me, I love myself, no I don't need anybody else.
Oh, there you go. All right, that was Haley. Haley Steinfeld. I think that's how you pronounce that one. Love Myself. 21 years old. American actress and singer, nominated for numerous awards, including Academy Award. I didn't know that. Critics' Choice Award, Golden Globe. She's been in the movie Pitch Perfect, I believe. This particular song was featured in Gem and the Holograms back in 2015 soundtrack. That was from the cartoon back in the day. This song is about empowerment, taking care of yourself, indulging in yourself, whatever that may be. That's a quote from Haley. She said that it is open to interpretation. So whatever you want that to be, guys, there you go. Haley with Love Myself. Now back to my guest, Lisa Macdonald. Just really quick, and I checked with her to make sure it was okay. That last poem seemed to really hit home with her. I tried to choose the two poems tonight I chose to feature on this program tonight. I wanted it to represent both sides of the fence because I feel it is very important for women that are dealing with these particular issues on opposite ends of the spectrum. It's important to understand each other, and appreciate each other's issues that we go through with that. And this is not a competition, people. It's not, mine is worse than yours, or this is that, or whatever. It's not about any of that. And this is to bring some understanding from both sides. And that's why I wanted to feature both poems on the show. So if it hit you in a particular way, that's not a bad thing. That is good. Do you want to talk about that, Lisa? What hit you about that poem? You said it was on point.
Everything in that poem really hit me, especially when she talked about middle school and how she brings snacks everywhere she goes, because being a skinny girl, it's hard because your metabolism is so fast and you gotta keep eating, and it's the worst thing I've heard from that poem is when you don't finish your meal, you're considering anorexia or
anorexia.
Yes, and I find that very harsh because you don't have the right to say that. You don't know that person. You shouldn't be, judging like that. So it did hit me hard. I was crying,
Yeah.
and I think it's because I finally found someone who actually understood me when I was in that time. And just listening to that poem made me feel like I'm not alone. And I'm sure the girls out there who are listening, I'm sure like they feel the same way. And it just feels good, to hear that.
Thank you for your openness and your honesty. I commend your bravery, you and Asia, very much, and for sharing that with everyone. Honestly, I have had, there are certain women like right here on campus that I expressed that I was going to be doing an episode like this on body image, body shaming, fat shaming, skinny shaming. I was including skinny shaming, and they felt some sense of relief about that somebody was actually talking about, because honestly, I don't remember really anybody talking about it, and it needs to be talked about, except for when it's in the context of, like you're saying, eating disorders. People always assume,
Oh, yeah.
but not everyone that is thin has eating disorders. And like you said, it's terrible for us to assume that, because of the way they are naturally, their body, the metabolism. That is wrong to assume that. Well, to assume anything really, but yeah, so I'm glad that I included this in the show tonight. And so we got to do like that girl says, school them all. And on that note too, like I've like being on the opposite side, I'm totally guilty in my own way. Like of course I haven't meant it like in an evil way or anything. Of course I wouldn't do that on purpose, but I know I've done that, my share of skinny shaming. And I'll tell you, that's all just out of jealousy from me on my part. Because haters gonna hate, and I'm totally guilty of it. I'll be the first one to admit it. Again, it's out of envy. When you're struggling with your weight your entire life, and all you want to do is like lose it. When you meet someone that they have the opposite problem, like the first thing you feel is like, oh, it must be nice, blah blah. It's terrible. But yeah, that does run through my head. But I'm like with our friendship and learning about all these things and doing the research, especially for this radio show, I've been educating myself and getting enlightened on these subjects, so I know how you feel, and other women in your situation. So for any asshole-ish things that I've said in the past that I may have like said or done, I apologize, and well, especially I know that was my nickname for you, Flaquita, for quite a while, and I only said that out of love, of course, but I'm trying not to do that anymore because of this issue. So we learn and we change, and we educate ourselves, and that's how it goes. But thank you for that. Now, any particular, whatever you feel comfortable with, experiences with this issue and how you dealt with it. Of course, I know you being an awesome artist and dealing with that way. If you want to share that with the listeners and how you've dealt with that.
Well, first of all, I want to say that I am not ashamed of being skinny. I'm ashamed from hearing others making fun of me because I'm skinny. And it's hard to accept myself because I am this size. And this is why I'm here, because I want to educate and spread awareness to people that it needs to stop. It really does need to stop. So my experience, my terrible experience, started in high school. I got bullied a lot. 2 girls, bigger girls, of course, came to me, made fun of me, said I'm too skinny, and just gave me a lot of issues. And to me, as a positive, young woman, I'm always looking at the positive side. I always treat someone the way that I want to be treated. I never view them ugly or fat, because I see every girl have a unique type of a body image. There has been times I wish I had a little bit more curvy side in me, but I learned to accept what I have, and I learned to just appreciate it. And not only that, but one time a girl come up to me. Of course, she's bigger, a little bigger than me. And she says, she looks at my tray, my food tray, and she goes, "You need to add more meat on your tray. You need to add more. You need more meat in your bones." She kept saying it every day in the cafeteria and lunchtime. You know what I said? I said, well, maybe you need a little bit less meat on your tray so you can lose weight. She slapped me across the face, and I was like, how do you think?
No, she didn't.
How do you think I feel? It's the same way, except the opposite way.
People can't handle it with the other way around.
I don't understand, you know. So, and then in my job, I had two different ladies. Okay, so the one lady, she came up to me right away. She said to me, "Oh, I expect you to look fat or be fat working here." Okay, this is a yogurt shop, by the way. And I said, "Oh, no, I do eat the stuff and my metabolism fast and, you know, like." And she goes, "Are you sure? Because you sure don't look like it." And I'm like, okay. I didn't say anything because I'm working and, you know, you need to show your respect and, you know, just go with it, whatever. Second woman, she's Dominican. Okay, so I'm half Dominican. A lot of people are like, what? Like crazy because I'm light skinned.
Don't worry, we'll be talking about this in another episode. We'll get to that. We'll stick to the weight thing for now, but we will get to that.
Yes. So so she only spoke Spanish, and I'm like, you know what? I need to speak Spanish because I'm like, I need to like, you know, learn and be confident when I speak it. So I spoke to her, and she like was like, "Oh wow, how do you know Spanish?" And I said, "Oh, I'm half Dominican. My dad's white, and my mom is Dominican." Da da da. She goes and looked at my behind and laughed at me. And she looked at my chest and laughed at
She
me.
looking at her chest and her behind. Seriously.
And
Wow.
I'm like,
Rude.
"Excuse me?" And she just like, "Okay." And, you know, walked away. And I'm like, wow. You know what? I can't be skinny. I can't be my size. So it really, like, tore me down. And especially, like, going through social media as well tores me down because how women need to have a fat butt and need the big boobs, and it makes me feel so insecure, and it drives me crazy. So those are my experience from those worst experience I've dealt with.
And how you've dealt with that. I know, let's talk about your art a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Your imperfection is beautiful. Tell us,
Yes.
what's that about, Lisa Macdonald?
All right, so imperfection is beautiful. Why I call it that way is because I'm imperfect. My art is imperfect. So for my art, so me and my art have something in common. So I kind of consider my art as like a best friend to me because it helps me build me up and fill me with so much confidence and so much motivation. And so I felt like, you know what? I'm going to go with abstract art because it's imperfect, just like me.
Yes.
And I see myself as a work of art because I'm always changing. I'm always transitioning my life. So so not only my art is imperfect, but I'm imperfect. So I'm always clumsy. My face, I always have acne. I got scabs. I got this, you know. We're not perfect. And I want to express that to the world because as us humans, we are not made to be perfect. We're not made to look at a certain way. We are made to look the way we look. And we should embrace our curves or our skinniness or anything.
Or lack of.
Or yes.
Preach,
So-
girl, preach. That's right.
So that's really why I call it imperfection is beautiful. Because I feel like as an artist, I need to make my work as a purpose and to motivate women out there too. And I'm very excited that I'm part of this radio station to express this.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for that, Lisa. We will be right back with Miss Macdonald after our next song. And it's time, I think it's time for a little Queen Bee.
Miss Third Ward, your first question. What is your aspiration in life?
Oh, my aspiration in life would be to be happy.
surgery. Ain't got no doctor or pill that can take the pain away. The pain's entirely nobody frees it from your body. It's the soul that needs surgery. It's the soul that needs surgery. Plastic smiles and denial can only take you so far. Then you break when the fake facade leaves you in the dark. You left the shattered mirrors and the shards of a beautiful past. Shine the light on whatever's worrying her. Reflection is a disease of a nation. It's the soul that needs a surgery. You're alone all by yourself, and you lying in your bed. Reflection stares right into you. Are you happy with yourself? You stripped away the masquerade. The illusion has been shed. Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with yourself? Yes.
All right. That was none other than Queen Bee, Miss Beyonce, always telling it like it is, with Pretty Hurts. We've discussed Beyonce before on the X Chromosome radio show. She released this 2014. You know, this was a fun fact, originally written for Katy Perry and then Rihanna. But it looks like it was meant for Beyonce. My favorite line, I have to say, is, "It's the soul that needs the surgery." That's right. Preach, Queen Bee, preach. Right? The song deals with the consequences of society's high standards of beauty. And the music video, actually, for anyone's familiar with it, portrays the singer competing in a beauty pageant. Enough said. And don't even get me started on the beauty pageants. We are, you know what? I'm not even going to go there right now. But so that's it. Beyonce. All right. So next up, now we are going to talk with Lisa Macdonald about any words of wisdom she would like to share with the ladies out there on and off campus about this particular subject, what she wants them to know. Hit me, Lisa. What do you got?
Okay. Should I start with my speech or should I go with this?
What's it? Oh,
It's just I'm gonna go for a paragraph.
there you go. Let's do
Okay?
that.
Okay, we'll go a little paragraph here. So I did a speech. It's called "Imperfection is Beautiful" speech. So it's just my views about body image and natural beauty. So I'll just start with like a small part, a chunk of the paragraph here. So why do we stress so much to pressure ourselves to look a certain way? For myself, I believe mentally people don't know what true beauty is. Beauty is natural. Beauty is the natural you. That's what beauty is. Beauty isn't all about the fake cosmetics. I believe God made us so uniquely different, but in a beautiful way. From all you see through TV commercials and our social media, it is not realistic of what everyone should look like. We all see these same body image models and commercials and magazines all the time. We surround ourselves with the same body image for women and men, where it creates a low self-esteem and uncertainty about themselves. I believe there needs to be a change for this. We are all created with uniquely different shapes and sizes. We are not made the same. So why are we surrounding ourselves with these same body types? We are different and we should embrace our curves and just embrace that natural beauty we have.
Woo! Snap, snap, snap. Good job, Lisa. And on that note, we'll come back one more time with Lisa to see what shameless plug she's got, things coming up out there and how to contact her and all that good stuff. But before that, I wanted to share with you guys, for those who are not aware, the X Chromosome radio show plays 90, I always joke about this, 99.5% female musicians, because it's all about the female here on X Chromosome Show. However, my other half percent, I play basically like one male musician, one song like a month. I did that last month with CeeLo. Now I decided for the end of November, my one male musician would be, this is a surprise for Lisa, her favorite rapper. So I wanted to play,
Oh my God.
he's a big inspiration for her. And I've seen some of her artwork with a quote from him. So I thought I'd play this particular song. His name is, I'll talk about him more after the song. Jonas, Yonas. If you don't know him, Google him. He's from my hometown, New York City. And this is Y'all Know from Jonas.
Yeah. My voice a little raspy, forgive me. I just got off the road. Yo, presentation's everything, come check out my display. It's food for thought that I've learned to so easily fillet. I'm scheduling December while your calendar's in May. Cause I'm pure with the flow like Ray Allen with the tray. I feel a cold following behind me, shit is scary. Cause now they don't just listen, I can feel they really hear me. Whispering my name around the nation, Bloody Mary. Cause through music I can see my own future, shit is eerie. Life is full of pain, pain is full of power. And struggle makes you stronger, that's my struggle's not for cowards. I said life is full of pain, pain is full of power. And struggle makes you stronger. I've been struggling for hours, I've been struggling for weeks, been struggling for years. But I put it in my music, you can pump it while you steer. Should pump it while you sleep, and pump it while you grind. So I guess what I'm saying, you should pump it all the time. Cause y'all know my name, and yes I know you feel me in my pain. Cause we the same, I keep it honest just like everybody should. Just let me in your heart and I shall be in it for good. Like y'all know my name, and yes I know you feel me in my pain. Cause we the same, I keep it honest just like everybody should. Just let me in your heart and I shall be in it for good. Yo, in case you didn't know just what my name is, my name is Jonas, pretty soon I will be famous. I dropped a song called Mindless and y'all embraced it. Cause I think at heart we know most the world is brainless. I be on that new, they be on that old. If I had that deuce, I would shoot the po-po. But I keep it peaceful. Luckily for those folks, I just gas girls. My game's sponsored by Sunoco. Don't mind me, girl, my aura's so trill. I'm on the magic journey, no borders, just trails. I'm speaking to your heart, so cordial and for real. And once you're guilty of my love in my court, there's no appeal. Ready, set, go. I travel mega heights. I'm destined for the stage, just equipped with mega lights. The only outfit in the field is trying to save your life as I race for number one, the real Talladega Nights. Aight, y'all know my name, and yes I know you feel me in my pain. Cause we the same, I keep it honest just like everybody should. Just let me in your heart and I shall be in it for good. Like y'all know my name, and yes I know you feel me in my pain. Cause we the same, I keep it honest just like everybody should. Just let me in your heart and I shall be in it for good. If you feel like the world is all yours, just say it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. If you feel like the world is all yours, just say it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. If you feel like the world is all yours, just say it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. If you feel like the world is all yours, just say it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And y'all know my name, and yes I know you feel me in my pain. Cause we the same, I keep it honest just like everybody should. Just let me in your heart and I shall be in it for good. Like y'all know my name, and yes I know you feel me in my pain. Cause we the same, I keep it honest just like everybody should. Just let me in your heart and I shall be in it for good. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. It's mine, it's mine. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
All right. That was Jonas with Y'all Know. And that was Lisa's favorite rapper, hip-hop artist from New York City, my hometown. The one and only male musician for this month, ladies. There we go. Fun fact, in 2009, his music video Fall Back appeared in the motion picture The Place Beyond the Pines. Actually, that was in 2012, starring Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper. Fun fact. Now, my favorite line from that song, which also has been featured in some of Lisa's awesome work. Life is full of pain. Pain is full of power. Word. Should I use that on my art too? Pain. Right, Lisa? Let's talk about it. What did you think about that? Do you like that?
Oh my God, what a shocker. I want to see him live.
You need to do that.
I actually talked to him. So me and him are pretty tight, I'm going to say. Like,
Twitter? Isn't he a Twitter buddy?
No, he's Instagram. I tagged him. I think this was the first song I was dancing, and I tagged him. He goes, "You my number one fan." I was like, "Hey." So I kept listening to his music. I know, right?
All right. And with that, we're going to hear from Lisa, if you want to, if they can, how to contact you, Miss Abstract Artist, Motivational Speaker.
All right. So if you guys want to hear my motivational speaking and if you want to purchase some of my artwork, you can contact me on my social media. You can go on big on Instagram. So imperfection _ is _ beautiful 17. You can also email me at Lisa Macdonald 936 at yahoo.com. And I have a YouTube video, channel,
which is awesome.
Yes, just put abstract motivational artist Lisa Macdonald, and I also have Facebook. So facebook.com/colors.happiness.forever.
There you go, guys. She's all over the social media.
Yes.
You cannot miss her. And also for those ladies on campus that would like to connect with you, especially with this subject, because of course there are a lot of other women dealing with skinny shaming as well. Can they contact you at the cedarcrest.edu?
Yes, they
All right.
cannot. I mean, yes, they can. They can.
What is the email address here?
Oh, it's what is
It's supposed to be L.
Oh, it's L. Was it LRMACDON?
Because I know it's like part of her last name or something.
cedarcrest.edu.
Yeah.
Or you can just email me in my regular email.
Yeah.
But I did not meant to
But
say
I think
cannot.
if you type the name, it like comes up in her email.
Yeah, Lisa Macdonald. It's MAC. So
all right.
Definitely contact me. I'm always up for motivation.
Excellent.
Yes,
Thank you very much for being on the show. Again, thank you both. It was great to have you. And now for the last song before the outro, my bad. Before the outro, I wanted to say, this last song, you ladies need to pump up the volume. I got another dance song for you guys this week, like I did when I ended the show last week, by another kick-ass lady, all right? This one goes out to somebody very special. This one is dedicated to Aldine. I know you like this song, girl. This one's for you, baby, so you enjoy it, love. Turn it up, ladies, or should I say, level up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Them more mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's whole news, that's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it, more action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. They gotta never settle. This view is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me as a prayer, nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level way. Team love don't want no hate. I'm grinding, I'm shining, up, I'm on my way. Thank God I never settle. This view is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me as supreme, nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. All this sauce so level, on another level. Elevate your level, level, graduate your level. There's no one on it, nah, nah, nah. Eh. All this sauce so level, on another level. Elevate your level, level, graduate your level. There's no one on it, nah, nah, nah. Eh. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy.
All right. There you go. Level up, ladies. That was Sierra, also known as Cece. Sierra Princess Harris. That's her real name. American singer, songwriter, dancer, model from Austin, Texas. That music video is off the hook. I mean, but honestly, though, just watching it makes me kind of tired. But it's an awesome video, though. Awesome. And I love what she says in the beginning. Be your own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance and level up. That's right. So that's that. Step it up, ladies. Set yourself free from all the societal bullshit because we deserve better. All right. Now, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. I know it went a little way over time, but those darn technical difficulties will get it straightened out at some point by the time I come back next fall. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that tonight. Again, thank you to my two wonderful guests, Asia Charles and Lisa Macdonald. Now, tune in next week. Unfortunately, there's no guests now really for the rest of the year, but it's going to be a great show. I'm going to be talking about women and self-mutilation. Unless, again, somebody from right here at Cedar Crest decides to step up, level up, or however you want to put it, and want to email me at crodrigue@cedarcrest.edu and want to talk about it, you are more than welcome to do so. So until next week, I hope you all have a great week. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and you have a wonderful night.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back and pretend, 'cause I've heard it all before, and I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again. Whoa, yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom for the pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I gain. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am invincible, I am woman. You can bend but never break me, 'cause it only serves to make me more determined to achieve